Hey everybody, thanks for joining today and watching Flying with Big Ern. Just came off vacation, so we're going to be in the office today, and I figured it'd be a good day to answer a few questions. So without further ado, let's start.
I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last, get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up.
All right, before we begin, I do want to send out a heartfelt request on the PSP. So if you don't know, the CARES Act is basically what saved the airline industry, or is what's got it to this point right now. Basically guaranteed a bunch of loans and grants to the airlines to keep us afloat, at least for the short term. That Payroll Support Program is due to run out the 1st of October. All the airlines have a call to action going on right now, to include the unions, to contact your local representatives to push for an extension of that CARES Act, or at least the Payroll Support Program to help the airline industry. There's no doubt the airline industry was just absolutely ravaged with this virus, and the amount of flying has really been cut drastically. So there's not a whole lot of need for all the support, the pilots and flight attendants and you name it. The entire team has been affected at every single airline. So this payroll support program goes a long way in saving jobs and saving people from being furloughed. As a pilot, we're a big family. Yes, we compete. We're competitors at different airlines and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we really are in a very small group of men and women that go and fly airplanes for a living, and that's pretty special. So I do want to reach out to all of you guys for you guys to reach out to your local representatives to let them know we need this payroll support program, the PSP, to continue on to help save jobs coming October 1st. Barring an extension of that, a lot of our brothers and sisters at different airlines are going to be furloughed. And that is very traumatic, having been through a furlough myself at NetJets. I know what you guys are going through if you're facing a furlough. So again, just a plea to you guys to reach out to your local representatives, let them know that we need this PSP to move forward. Barring that, we are going to lose thousands of pilots to furlough, and that's a terrible thing. So thanks for listening. Hope you guys reach out to your reps, and hopefully we get something down the road and save some jobs out there, save some folks from being furloughed. All right, first question I got was from Love to Fly. His question was my thoughts on the MAX as it's coming back, or when do I think it's going to come back? And again, I don't speak for my company, I'm just speaking for me. Personally, I think we'll start seeing it fly probably the early part of next year. I know airlines are anxious to save every penny that we can, and the MAX is just a very efficient airplane from what we have right now. So it'll go a long way in saving money. But the other part of that is, we want to make sure that the airplane is a safe airplane for our passengers, obviously. I think the airplane is going to be the most scrutinized airplane, at least in my lifetime. So I am very comfortable with the airplane coming back. I know that we are gearing up for training in it here in the next few months, and from what I've read in the news, a few other airlines are gearing up for that as well. So that's a positive sign. I think when it does come back, people are going to love it. I enjoyed flying the airplane prior to it being grounded. It was very fun to fly. Who doesn't like flying a new airplane? The cockpit was different. It was quieter. So I am anxious for it to come back. As far as timeline goes, again, my opinion, I think we'll see it probably around the first part of the year. And for us as pilots, at least, speaking for myself, just going through training, I'm going to make sure that I do the best I can and learn as much as I can, and just be the best pilot I can for my passengers and crew. We just need to make sure that our customers are very confident in our flying abilities up front. to get on a MAX, and we just need to reassure them that we are properly trained, the airplane is great, and it's safe to fly. So thanks for the question, I appreciate it. All right, so the next question that I received was from Colby M. He had a question about my schedule pre and post virus. So before the virus hit, my schedule was pretty much a 3 on 4 off work week. I'd go and fly a 3-day trip and have 4 days off and wash, rinse, repeat for the rest of the month. I did pick up a couple of extra trips here and there, like an extra turn or a 2-day somewhere throughout the month, just to add a little bit of money to the paycheck and pay for a lot of things that you got to pay for. So, but there are months where I just flew my line, and it was great having a lot of time off. Now let's talk about post-virus. As the virus started to become an issue here in the United States, we being the airlines did not know, very much about this virus. There wasn't a whole lot of answers, so they really cut back on the schedule. They canceled a lot of flights. My first few months during the pandemic, I had a lot of trips canceled, and I wasn't flying a whole lot. As they started to learn more about the virus, they started adding in more trips, but they were pretty much out and back. So I would leave Phoenix, I would go off to, say, San Francisco, turn around and come back. And that was pretty much my day. The airline has morphed a little bit now because they don't want to cut a lot of service to a lot of cities. We've almost morphed into this hub and spoke, which we've never been. We've been pretty much a point-to-point airline in the past. But for now, I guess we're morphing a little bit to a hub and spoke, not completely, but just so we don't cut out some of those services to those cities that desperately need air service. Because a lot of companies, and I get it based on survival, need to cut routes in order to survive this pandemic. I have seen lately on my schedule where I've actually flown a 4-day trip. I've actually flown 2 4-day trips in the past month, which is very rare for me. I typically just try to fly 3-day trips, but that is a good sign. Again, from the previous videos of me sitting reserve and not getting used, it was a double-edged sword. It was, it's awesome to stay at home and get paid, but it also means your airline's not making any money because we're not flying very much. Well, it's starting to change a little bit. I have started to fly a lot more on reserve. So that's a good thing as far as the airline actually, getting positive trend towards bookings and all that good stuff. All right, guys, I'll finish up with just a little bit of a sneak peek. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I just purchased a SR22 Turbo, a 2020, with a buddy of mine. And I'm going to be putting out a little bit more content on the GA side. As you guys know, GA is a big passion of mine. I love flying little airplanes around. So with the Cirrus, it's going to give us a little bit more ability to film in the cockpit and actually show some flying. So excited to bring that to you. It's currently in Santa Monica right now as one of Cirrus's demo airplanes. So if you're out in the Southern California area, you'll probably see it flying around. We can't wait to get it. It's coming in December. And we'll have a whole video of the delivery, picking it up out of Knoxville, and then flying it back to Scottsdale early January timeframe or so. Excited about it. The channel will morph a little bit. I hope you guys like it. It'll be kind of a 50-50 GA/airline. Just keep your comments coming. Let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll get it out there. So for now, I appreciate everything you guys do for supporting the channel. It has blown my mind how many people subscribe. So I'm just blown away. So thank you again for all the love and support, and we'll catch you on another video soon.